So, hey guys, thank you for joining me and Dr. Evil back here. For decades, we've been told that meat causes disease, heart attacks, cancer, inflammation. But what if we got it all backwards? What if meat, real, unprocessed, ancestral food, is exactly what your metabolism needs to heal? In this episode, I want to show you how my 90 days on carnivore reset my hunger, my body composition, and metabolic function. And I'll walk you through the science behind why it works, even for people stuck in insulin resistance like myself prior to carnivore. So, this is episode 83 of the Obesity Project. My name is Dr. Mark Shankman. I'm an oral and maxillofacial surgeon that has an interest in not only helping your mouth, but helping the rest of your body as well. So, here are 4 reasons that meat benefits your metabolism. So, uh, the first reason, meat doesn't spike insulin, it calms it. So, the root of metabolic disease isn't fat, it's chronically high insulin levels. And most modern diets, even so-called healthy ones, keep insulin elevated with processed carbs, hidden sugars, constant snacking, gut inflammation from seed oils and fibers. When I went carnivore, I removed every insulin spiking variable. No carbs, no seed oils, no plant toxins, just meat, butter, eggs, and seafood, poultry, and some other items as well. In a 2019 review in Nutrients, researchers found that zero carb, animal based diets reduce insulin levels and improve glycemic control in type 2 diabetics. So, better control over their blood sugar, even without intentional caloric restriction. So, they did not decrease their calorie intake at all. So, the analogy, it's like taking the foot off the hormonal gas pedal and finally letting your engine cool down. So, number two, nutrient density equals metabolic efficiency. So, one of the most overlooked aspects of meat is its nutritional bioavailability. So, things like heme iron, or the iron in the red meat that is most like the iron in our blood, vitamin B12, zinc, creatine, preformed vitamin A, omega-3 fats, and complete proteins. These are nutrients you cannot get or absorb well from plants. And there was a 2021 review in Frontiers in Nutrition that highlights how animal source foods provide essential nutrients in their most absorbable forms, especially critical for energy production and mitochondrial function. And everything is based on mitochondrial function. If you don't have good mitochondria functioning efficiently, you have no energy, and everything else breaks down. So the takeaway from this is when your cells finally get the raw materials they need, your metabolism starts working for you again. So, like you see behind me, red meat is not the villain. So, item number 3, fat burning, not calorie burning. Here's what I noticed over 90 days. My body fat percentage dropped, my lean muscle mass, it increased, and my total weight honestly just barely changed. Now, why is that? Because meat helped me shift from sugar burning to fat burning, even without counting calories. So let me just review something that I've talked about in many other videos in the past. We are like hybrid engines. We are sugar burners some of the time, and we are fat burners some of the time. Honestly, if you couldn't use fat for energy, over the course of the night, 8 hours, 9 hours of sleep, you would die in your sleep because you wouldn't have any energy to do the daily functions, things like, heart beating and breathing and, the involuntary muscles of our body doing the things that are needed while we sleep or while we, sit sedentary during the day. So fat burning is essential to being able to be very efficient and have our bodies utilize that fat for energy. So because the meat actually helped me shift from from sugar burning, which is kind of like the primary go-to in a modern American standard American diet. It allowed me to shift much more efficiently to fat burning. And we didn't have to adjust calories at all. I don't count any calories. I eat until I'm comfortably stuffed, and then I eat the next time when I'm hungry again. So I today had a very, very busy day at work. Um, I work the wisdom teeth guys on Wednesdays. I do 20 plus wisdom tooth surgeries in a day, continuously with no break. And I actually didn't have any chance between any patients to actually get anything to eat or drink. And so I actually went from breakfast this morning till dinner without any problem, no hunger pains, no stomach grumbling, none of that. I actually, with the carnivore diet, it's a very satiating meal, and you can go long periods of time without eating. And when you're not eating, since your body's in fat burning mode, it allows you to utilize your body fat to, continue to provide the energy that you're needed. So there was a 2018 study in BMJ by Ludwig et al. That found that low carb, high fat diets increased energy expenditure by over 200 calories per day compared to high carb diets, independent of weight loss. So this is very important. One of the things that I noticed when we're talking about basal metabolic rate, before when I was doing a low carb diet, but not doing carnivore, not doing a high protein, high meat diet, I found that, especially with fasting, I found that I was cold all the time because my BMR, my basal metabolic rate, kept decreasing to correspond to the decrease in calories, right? So if you eat more calories, your BMR goes up. If you eat less calories, your BMR goes down to compensate it. You don't want to be like your body doesn't want to be in starvation mode. So one of the things that I notice all the time is I'm warm all the time now, and I have good heat generation by my body that is actually burning excess calories. So the analogy here, especially when it comes to that study, is it's like switching from a flickering campfire, which is glucose, to a steady furnace, which is fat metabolism. So, reason number four, hormonal healing equals hunger reset. So, I wasn't expecting this one, honestly. I stopped thinking about food. No cravings, no should I eat now, just deep, effortless satiety, or the feeling of being satiated or full. So that's what happens when your metabolic hormones like insulin, leptin, GLP-1, they all come back into balance. Now, many of you may recognize GLP-1. That's the hormone that's mimicked by semaglutide and Ozempic. And GLP-1 rises naturally when you're on a high protein, fat-based diet. And you don't need drugs in this case because of the food that you're eating. So just food doing what it was designed to do. So here are my final thoughts on episode 83 of the Obesity Project. Meat saved my metabolism, and here's the science. We've been blaming the wrong foods for the wrong reasons. Real metabolic healing doesn't come from restriction, it comes from regulation. And meat gives your body the signal it's been waiting for: low insulin, deep satiety, real nutrition, and a return to metabolic hemostasis. So you don't need more willpower. You need the right signal, and you need to be eating the right kind of food, which creates the right signal. So don't forget, here on the Obesity Project, we're cutting through the myths, getting to the root. And stay tuned for episode 84 because we're going to talk about some other great stuff. We'll tackle some of the biggest criticisms on carnivore head on. We're going to continue the myth busting theme, and we're going to present science, not fear, to overcome some of the challenges. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Definitely like, share, and comment. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to hit that bell notification. And I thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.